Hi, everybody's doing. About to do an update on my garden from the seedlings, what I did to the beds. Well, some of the beds still got more to do, unfortunately. Do the funds, I gotta do piece by piece. But the last video I put up was the bad, which was an issue that I was having. I kind of fixed it. Kind of set me back 3 weeks, I guess, with some of the stuff I started early. But we'll go take a look and see how everything's looking. So this is how everything's looking. I've got a couple tips from different gardening groups, pepper groups, and stuff like that. Have the fan up. Put cinnamon on the stuff that were good to try to combat the mold. Unfortunately, all the eggplants were gone, so I had to redo the eggplants. So the new seeds were planted. Lost 3 weeks on that, but still have 2 months because it's about June. They'll be going out anyway. Some of the Aunt Molly's ground cherries had to be redone, but this is just a day after the replanting, so you know, like I still have tomatoes that look kind of iffy. So just gotta see if he's not doing good by next week. I'm not gonna wait. I'm just gonna reseed it. Hopefully I got some more seeds, but this one is doing okay. All the peppers were repotted, new soil and everything. Most of them are looking okay, even though this is just day one. This one still looks kind of iffy, but fan cooling down. The soil is moist, so I'm not gonna water. The brassicas, most of them were doing okay. Just the baby milk bok choy, I had to reseed. Everything else, and one of the purple ladies, everything else was doing okay. Just worried. They have like at least what is the 2nd of March, so 4 or 5 weeks before they go outside. They'll probably put the end of March or beginning of April, depending on how the weather's looking and how big they've grown. Like this is doing good, most likely. The biggest out of the 3 I'm gonna keep, but I'll let them grow more. And that's the Brussels sprouts. Get them in the ground. Unfortunately, almost all the tomatoes, except for like a few, had to be reseeded. So tomatoes don't go into June anyway, but having those seedlings looking like this was giving me a nice. I was hoping to have a nice, big, healthy plant by June, so hopefully I still can have that. I know the fan makes it a little cool in there, so I'm kind of worried about the peppers, but it's not that far from the heater. And the peppers are still on the heat mat. I'm gonna let them stay on until they have a good true leaf, maybe a second true leaf. These tomatoes are on the heater, so hopefully that will help them sprout better and faster. But you know, it was a couple mistakes I made. Overwatering. When I was transplanting some of these stuff, they were so saturated with water because of that soil. The seed starting mix absorbed all that water. When I thought the bottom was drying out, it was holding all the water inside the plant, inside the pot. Not having a fan to circulate the air, and being this in, well, so-called kitchen, because I don't cook in here, I cook upstairs. It was very humid in here, and I have the saltwater tank and the freshwater tank, a lot of humidity in here, so it was kind of damp, very damp. So hopefully the fan will help. Hopefully these seeds will come up. You know, this is the first year I'm doing everything from seedling, from seeds. Sorry, I usually buy seedlings. I'm not buying no seedlings this year. Everything, even though it's hard to get super hot to buy seedlings in the store, and these varieties of tomatoes. So You know, it's still early. Good thing bad that it happened, but a good thing it happened early so I could catch it. So that's how everything is looking so far. Alright, so let's go take a look outside. Alright, this is what we did so far. It's gonna be a little windy out here. Temperature dropped today, a lot of wind. But I got this done yesterday when it was just a little rainy, not too cold, it was a little warm. This is the one side bed. This is the no dig without edges. So it's peat moss, compost, potting soil, and also raised bed soil mix, which is all of them together. Put it up. I mean, as the time goes and I get ready to plant, I put a couple more bags, probably 3 more bags of compost in this bad boy. But this one's totally done. The sides done with the mulch. This is the other front side bed. Same thing. Peat moss, topsoil, compost, raised bed mix in this one. Also, probably put some more as I grow. And also mulch along the side. You can tell the temperature drop. This mulch is hard. This is the first raised bed with side. And this is a 6-inch bed. And this is the same mix. All my beds are going to be the same mix. Peat moss, compost, topsoil, raised bed mix. The only thing I'm going to add to all of them is manure when it does come available. This raised bed just needs, this is an 8-inch, and it's just soon I'm going to fill that gap with probably a couple boards and build up around it. So that side will probably be a little deeper than 80 inches, but just going to do that. And this over here is the bigger bed, which is going to be, which I have to get, it's going to be 16 inches. This is going to be the main tomato bed. It's going to be 16 inches. So I have a 6, 8, 16. And for this year, those are the only ones that are going to have wood sides. I'll see how these two go, and then I decide if I'll put wood sides on that one. But on this side is where 2 other beds are going to be 2x6s, maybe 1 2x6 and one 2x6 and one 3x6. Over here they're going to be also like this one, the no sides, and over here is where almost the ground vegetables are going to grow. So just going to put a layer of compost on those. It is freezing out here, so that's how everything is so far. Over there, one lemon patch, nothing to do until June, so probably the end of May I'll start taking care of that side over there. But everything so far is going good, and all the stuff is going up to date. So that was the look of March 2nd, 2021. Was it 2021? Yes, that's what it is. Alrighty, take care. So once again, that's the look. Mochi, very good. That's a look at the garden. It was cold, so I know that kind of came out wrong. This is the update of March 2nd, 2021. Garden of 2021. Got some crumbs there. Hopefully later on, I'll be starting my ramen tasting series. Tasting different instant ramens, giving you my opinion on them. I'll start with 3 in my first video, and then I'll go on from there. You know, just the more aspects of stuff like that. So, everybody, take care. Like he says, all good. Bye-bye.